let's leave that there for a sec. Let's go firstly to a short view, and we'll do it early tonight. Now, last night, you will all have seen, the Wallabies sung the first national anthem, or the national anthem's first verse, in an Indigenous language. Now, have a listen to this. Now, in 30 seconds each panel, should this be a regular occurrence, or is this a case of sport dipping its toes into the political waters? Daisy, you go first.
Look, I don't have any problem with sport appreciating Indigenous culture, but correct me if I'm wrong, I believe there are hundreds of Indigenous languages in Australia, and there are actually, I was looking this up this afternoon, there are thousands and thousands of Indigenous people in Australia who still speak these many and varied languages. So I appreciate what they're trying to do, but to me this actually seems a little bit culturally insensitive in a funny sort of way. It's sort of whitewashing the Indigenous sort of language variety here. Like, I see what they're trying to do, but it seems to be sort of a bit politically correct for the sake of being politically correct. And if they wanted to include Indigenous culture, there are a lot of Indigenous players, there's probably a better way to do it.
Caleb, what do you reckon, mate?
I'm not particularly bothered by it. I mean, if I had it my way, we'd go back to God Save the Queen as the national anthem. But I've always rather admired New Zealand's approach to its Indigenous people and the way that that's been integrated into their sporting culture. And if they're going to sing the anthem in the language of the peoples whose land they're playing on, then I don't see a problem with it.
What do you reckon, Sam? Indigenous God Save the Queen, how will that go?
That'd be good. That'd be good. No, look, I liked it. I liked it. As Caleb says, I like what the Kiwis and what the Maoris have done, bringing that Maori culture into the mainstream. You know, we have in Australia a connection to the oldest continuing civilization on Earth. I think that's something that we should be really proud of and really look to celebrate. And if this is one way to kick that ball off, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I think Daisy made a good point. There's hundreds of Indigenous languages.
Sure, but you sing...
Geographically, I suppose you'd have to move.
You sing the language of the lands on which you meet. So if you're in the Eora Nation, then you sing it in Eora. You know, you go somewhere else, you sing it in something else.
Might take a bit of practice to get it right.
Sure.
All right, Sam,
Don't
over to
expect
you,
the players
Daisy.
to learn all the languages.